Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Liz and this is Let's Get Lizical, where we do everything card making. Today we're going to be doing something simple and easy, and we're going to let the paper do the work for us. So I'll just get right into what I mean. I'm going to show you two cards today. One will probably be a birthday card, the next one will be a Christmas card, because you all know I have to stock up on those. But I have this like nautical paper that I got out of a Michael's paper pack that they don't sell anymore. They used to make all this like thin paper. You get like 180 sheets of patterned paper in like a theme. I think this one was like a travel theme package that I had, but I was using the paper to make envelopes, so I had some leftover paper from that because I cut 12 by 12 sheets down to an 8 by 8 for the envelope, and then you have like 4-inch panels left. So this one is just some writing that I'm sure I could read if I really tried, but it's very faint. It looks like it's some kind of like diary entry, but it also has like a nautical star and looks like maybe a ship here in the background, but it just kind of looks like a mixed media background, which is fun. So I thought it'd be cool to have the coordinating envelope and card base for this. And then we are going to use MFT's Party Like a Pirate stamp set. The stamp set's not available at the moment, I believe. But they might bring it back out of retirement, who knows. But there are other pirate sets out there you can use, or depending on what your background is what images you're going to use. So this is just inspiration for today, and we're going to be using the little guy with the flag and probably the coins and treasure chest set. So I will speed through my stamping and coloring, and then we'll get back to assembling the card. Okay, before I do my normal restamping, I'm going to let this gel pen dry for a bit, and then we'll go over the image again so that we revive those black lines that got dulled out by the alcohol markers. So for now, we're just going to move on to the second card, which will be my Christmas card. And this time, I'm using another sheet from a Simple Stories paper pack, which is not available at the moment, but there's plenty of like snowy kind of backdrops. But for this one, we're just gonna use the blue paper as the background. This little piece of pink is actually from the bottom half of this, I believe. So I was able to kind of make this into a two for one deal here, because these are 6 by 8 sheets. So if you cut it in half, it's 4 by 6, and then you have to cut off that extra little bit, 3/4 of an inch if you want the border, and then you're left over with this 3/4 inch piece of paper, which we're just going to use to ground our little Yeti, which I pre-colored already and cut out, I think, 1 or 2 more layers. Just to give it a tiny bit of dimension. So we'll end up just probably gluing it like this, and then I'll stamp the Are you ready for Christmas sentiment? Maybe here. I might have to do some stamp surgery on that one. So I'm just going to use the other side as a Misty. And I'm just going to use some of my Easy C tape just to tape it in place while I stamp it. Sorry guys, I gotta move this off screen for a second. And I'm just gonna use, I think, my slate ink. I don't want it to be black. So this one's just like quick and easy assembly. You want a 4 by 5 1/4 inch panel, which we will glue straight down. If you wanted to add more interest to this, you could add a bit of a matte layer. But I think I'm just gonna use this. There's enough contrast between the card base and this, so. And the pink strip again, probably just gonna glue down. This one will be super simple. And then I'll probably line it up to about 1 inch from the bottom of my card. And then this little guy will go here, which I might also pop up on some foam tape. I'll just use my Big Mama foam tape. So that's just like a quick and simple card. You could add a few gems or sequins here if you wanted to. I might leave this one plain. I think it's really cute the way it is. This is like one of my favorite stamp sets from Bernie Brown MFT. This is the Beast Friends. I've used this guy so many times, especially this one because I love Christmas. So I like to ask people if they're ready for Christmas all year round. So this is just like a cute punny sentiment. And yeah, so that's that card done. So let's see. I think it's mostly dry. I'm gonna try stamping it now. Sometimes it's hard to stamp over metallic inks. Nice. I just love how much like that actually brings out the outline again. I find it gets very dull once you start using the alcohol markers. And then just if you have something like a Misty, you can just like re-stamp it again, which is great. And I'm just gonna try to clean up some areas where I went outside the lines with the colorless blender. And then whatever the colorless blender doesn't take out, just use a white gel pen to go around those spots. Like this isn't going to take the color out completely. Okay, so I'm going to go cut these out on my brother's ScanNCut and then come back and finish this card off. Okay, so I've cut all my images out using my brother's ScanNCut. So now we can get going on the card. So I think I'm gonna pile it up like this. Looks like my ink was not completely dry as usual. I'm just gonna use my electric eraser for a second. This just kind of helps wipe off that little bit of gel pen that has smeared. The one thing about gel pen is I'm not patient enough for it to dry. And I think we're gonna have to add some kind of grounding here so that they're not floating, but I think I'm gonna use the You're a Treasure sentiment. And I can put it right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna break out my Misty. And just to ground these images, I think I'm just gonna cut like a banner for them to stand on. And I'll probably do that in black. So I'm just gonna cut a strip that is about 3 by half an inch. Okay, and I think the white is a little stark for me, so I think I'm going to color the white borders a similar color to the Neenah Desert Storm that I used for the card base. So I'm just going to try to find a marker that somewhat matches, just so that it looks like it was like stamped on craft paper. I used to have a good marker from Prismacolor called Cinnamon Toast. That one would have been a really good match for this. That was one of my favorite markers. Maybe the WG1. The Worm Gray is a little bit more on the creamy side. Yeah, I think that's better. That's fine. So I'll just color around this and then come back. There, okay, yeah, I like that much better. This is extremely helpful. It's less stark white, and then the areas that are supposed to be white are good. And I think Kelly Taylor does this a lot, where she will stamp and die cut her images, but then she'll like take the color of the background and blend it in or something, and the cards look fantastic. But this one, I just figured that the white was a little bit too stark with the theme, and I wanted to match the overall tone, so I went with a Warm Gray 1, and it somewhat matches the background color, so it almost looks like I stamped it on the craft paper without having to stamp it on the craft paper. So yeah, these are our cards for today. The pattern paper did all the work for the background. We just had to color and stamp our images. You can also use ephemera or die cuts or something else if you're not into coloring, or if you want something even quicker. That would be like a good option. The coloring for this one did take a little bit more time than this one, but I enjoy coloring, so I don't mind just coloring one little image. I'm not really into doing full scene backgrounds. When I first started card making, I would do them here and there, but then like as you go along your journey, you find out what works for you, what doesn't. Doing full on like scenery is not my thing, so I'll either like let the paper do the work, or I'll do something simple in the background. I like cute simple cards, and to me these are cute simple cards that can be put together fairly quickly. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know which one was your favorite. I like them both. They're both very cute. This will be an adorable Christmas card, which I'm excited for. I really need to get working on those. But yeah, also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!